What's up, everybody? This is Steve Sterlacci. Today, we're going back in time here. For those of you that don't know, the great Tom Bukovac, the Skoolin network, Uncle Larry, just posted this really awesome video about being in love with his Line 6 M9, which of course is an outdated, older product that a lot of session players still use. Obviously, it's had successors, the HX Stomps, the HXFX, but Tom and a few other, especially old school type of session players. Is my bottle in the frame again? I always do that. So I wanted to do a little experiment video, or just kind of show that the M9 effects are still in the newer products. So I don't want to assume that they knew this, or I don't want to assume that they don't know this. I'm just speaking out here. A lot of these guys have known and stick with the M9. Tom's got great reasons for sticking with the M9. The main one being that it saves all of your settings in real time, which I think that should be an option with the other ones. If you're just opting to not use the snapshots or the scenes modes, why not just to be able to keep the memory for every single effect that you do, so that you pull it back up no matter where you are, turn the pedal off, go to something else, come back, your settings are saved. I think that's a really great point and a really good selling point for the old M9. Good points for it. But I don't know if they know this or not, or maybe they do and still try it and just don't dig the new stuff. Maybe they think the new ones sound different. But a few years ago, the Line 6 people put the legacy effects and amps, or not amps, I guess, just effects. The legacy effects were put into the newer HX stuff. So if you're an HX edit, I kind of built this. I call this the Legacy Larry because these legacy effects, you might always be used to seeing mono, stereo, or legacy here. The legacy effects are the M9 effects. They're the same exact ones, just in a different hardware, and they should theoretically sound the same. So we're going to explore and check out the legacy effects and what we've been missing out on, and what one of the most prolific and amazing session guitar players uses every day and swears by. Let's check it out. If it is your first time here, my name's Steve Sterlacci. I do all things digital amp modeling. I've got a ton of Helix, HX content, all that good stuff. If it's your thing, consider subscribing. That'd be awesome. Most of my views come from people that are not subscribed. So that's enough of that. Let's just get into it. So going to Tom's video, which I highly recommend you go watch the entire thing because it's actually awesome. I watched this like 3 or 4 times, getting ideas. He starts off with going through the spring reverb. So what I'm going through here is my 63 Bassman, 72 ES345. And I'm going through the new 2 Notes Reload 2 into a speaker cabinet, and I'm actually mic'd up over there. So here's the bass sound. So nice little edge of breakup sound. What you're hearing there is the 63 spring reverb, which Tom talks about using all of the time. Spring verb, so let's check it out. And you can make it darker. Like I've got the high cut all the way off. But I like it bright, with no pre-delay. Just kind of take that off. I wish we could see Tom's settings in the video, but part of the charm of Tom's show is that he shoots on his phone where you're never going to see a display. Next one he goes with is the analog with mod, which this was such a throwback for me because I used to use this on my M9 all the time. This was actually my favorite delay pedal, but seeing Tom dial it in and kind of copying his settings, obviously he's way better at it than I am, but it sounds so good. Even turn the mix all the way up here. So I'm assuming that depth is around 50%, right? Just below it. See how that sounds. Just great. I mean, that delay is just good for anything. And he even says, like, why can't all delay pedals designed to be delay pedals sound that good that easily? Testament to Line 6, obviously, always making great products easy to use. Next one's Auto Volume Echo, so let's check that out. Auto Volume Echo is... I never really messed with this, but this was awesome. I mean, it's auto swelling. It's amazing. Just beautiful sounds that you can get from this. So another great one, easy to use. Copy some of these settings and dial that in. Reverse delay is really cool if you get it right. It's a hard one to dial in, but when it's right... up the mix and the feedback. A lot of cool stuff. Actually, let's see. This is just for fun here. What if we did the auto swell into the reverse? That's pretty cool. Let's now up reverb mix even more. That's a lot of fun. I'm getting carried away on these two now. Go check these out. Copy the settings that I'm messing with here, and go check out the legacy section of your HX. This next one, no brainer. The Dimension. I still use this. This is one I've remembered and always used. Is the Legacy Dimension C chorus. I've used this on a ton of the Jessica Lynn records that I've played on, and it sounds so good. Let's get this a little bit down. And I just do the same position 4 on. Even getting the mix all the way down on this. This with the analog and mod, lethal combo. So here he's got analog flanger as his next one. Just kind of going down this list almost in order. Yeah, his just always happens to sound better. I don't think that that's a surprise. Let's maybe go to 8th note. Big statement on VB2. Let's check, that's pitch vibrato, right? Again, pair that with the analog. Well, that's reverse. Pair it with the delay. So bass octaver, I can't see any of his settings here, but let's, I assume he means sub-octave fuzz. It's not called bass octaver in here. Let's hear this. That's a lot of bass and a lot of drive. Still got my vibrato on. Pretty fun fuzz to play with. I don't see, like, this just pulling it up, I feel like this actually sounds better than the new stuff. I think that sounds great. Again, he sounds just better than me doing it, but
go to boost comp, turn the output all the way up and the drive all the way down. Barely turn the drive on. And then compressor real low, bass and treble in the middle.
So that one, these are the settings for that. I already did this. Another great one. Go try that one out. So let's go through one of the other ones that he plays, the octave fuzz in there, which... All right, so that's a look back in time at the old legacy effects in your HX product, as guided by Uncle Larry. If you don't subscribe to his channel, you better go do that because it's an endless wealth of knowledge. And thanks to Uncle Larry for putting this back in my brain that these old legacy effects sound this good and are dialed in this fast. A lot of these are simpler than the new models, so I think that has a lot to do with the appeal of them. But yeah, I'm really liking these. I'm going to revisit these and put them in some of my presets. Let me know what you think of that. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.